I'm Sumako Kaneda, and I was an Ihara when I went to camp, but since I've gotten married, I'm 83 now, be 84 next month, and I guess that's it.
And I'm Ben Kaneda. I met my wife at Temple, where all good things happen. We've been married over 60 years.
I was about 15 when it happened.
She lived near Oakland, California, and I was in the valley in Stockton.
Yeah.
So if it wasn't for the evacuation, we probably wouldn't have met. Yeah, okay.
We didn't even have electricity in California, so I didn't even know that Japan had bombed Pearl Harbor. So we went to school, and everybody's, and you hate to say, what are you talking about? So you don't say anything. And gradually I found out that Japan had bombed Pearl Harbor in in Hawaii. And so it was a shock.
Well, for me, I know it was Sunday because we came home from church and we always played the neighborhood played basketball or something. And one kid came running over and said, "Hey, Japan bombed Pearl Harbor." And we said, "Pearl Harbor, where's that?" And then after we got the information, we scrambled and everybody went to their home and were glued to the radio, not TV.
Yeah. I think the fathers all had to go. Their instructions came out on lamp posts, and we lived kind of in the country. But my father found out about it, and they had all those instructions posted on telephone poles and everything like that.
Yeah, I don't know why, but they zoned certain parts of our little town, and we weren't allowed to go to our high school was on the other side of this zone, so we had to go clear around to get to our high school.
Yeah.
And little things like that kind of I mean we couldn't understand that because we thought up until now we were participating in buying stamps, bonds and stamps, drives and all that, and all of a sudden we're enemies, and we have to walk around, avoid going into a certain area. So that kind of hurt.
Well, they had those instructions. And all the men had to go to a meeting. The fathers had to go to this meeting, and I think they told them there what you're supposed to bring. And I remember going out and getting tin plates. We didn't have any tin plates, and a silverware for each person, and you could only take out what you could carry. Yeah, so. You weren't allowed to, you were supposed to bring sheets and stuff, but only what you could carry. So
what you could carry is all you could bring.
That's all. So
and of course,
and you couldn't bring animals. If you had animals, they stayed at home, and you had heard all these stories about. Fortunately, we had a dog, but it died before, and maybe it's a good thing it died because I don't think I could have left him. You got about 10 days in which...
It depends on what area you lived in.
But you didn't get...
Some people that lived in San Pedro in Southern California
got a couple of days.
Yeah, or even less.
But I think the most anybody got notice was about a week.
Or a week or two.
Yeah.
And that means that if you had a business, you had to get or if you had a home or something, you had to dispose of it somehow in that short of a time. And of course, there were vultures out there that were taking advantage.
I think they just came in and they just took what they wanted, because in 2 days you can't sell everything. So it was pretty drastic.
Our family is kind of fortunate because I had older siblings that were in college. At that time in our hometown, it was College of Pacific, known for Alonzo Stagg, the football coach. But anyway, they knew friends, and they offered to take care of our house and make sure that it was rented, and also the churches, the community churches in that area helped, allowed us to store stuff. And however, many families that came back after the war, the place had been broken into, and
well, we had we didn't have much money, so we had a rental house, and my father just took our belongings and stored them, and everything was. He had a truck, and the truck was run down to nothing, and all the belongings were just gone. So I think that's what happened to most people.